Driving question 2, lesson 1, is entitled Look for Plants. The students are going to be doing a card sort during this activity, and they're also going to be going outside to look for some plants. So in your kit, you're going to have your pack of plant cards, and it's going to come all of the cards put together. Each group of students, so every 2 students, is just going to need 1 set of cards. So if you see here, if you take the cards out, they are separated by a little divider here. Okay, and each set of cards has 10 cards. We recommend maybe turning them over and putting number 1 on the back of each of these cards. So that way, just in case they get confused or messed up, you can put them into a plastic baggie and you'll keep them all together. After you separate your students into pairs, you're gonna have them do an activity where they sort the cards into plant, not plant, or I'm not sure. Once the students have sorted, you're gonna stop and have a conversation. In the student twig book, you can have them record how many plant cards they had, how many were not plants, and how many they weren't sure about. So after you've had a discussion about which ones are plants and which ones are not, the students are gonna draw something that they believe is a plant here in their book, and then they can also draw something that is not a plant. We thought it would be helpful because driving question number 2 works so heavily with digital resources to show you the online platform. So once you get to the Twig platform, you're going to click on Grade K, and then you can see all of the modules, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You're going to scroll all the way up to the top for My Big Nature Adventure. Once you click on the module, it opens down below for all the driving questions. Now, since we're talking about driving question 2, what do plants need? We're going to hop right in. At the top, these are the full course lessons, and here's where you find the word wall cards and the Twig Coach lesson info. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into lesson number 1, Look for Plants. You have the student Twig book here to access what they would see and teacher background knowledge. The overview tab is helpful because you can make sure that you have everything that you need for the lesson. If you scroll to the bottom, you'll see all of the resources, whether they're digital or teacher needed or student needed. Also, notes for preparation for things that you're going to be needing for the lesson are here as well. Now, if you look at the lesson, we've already talked about the academic vocabulary word wall, and we have told our partners about what we know about plants. And we're going to jump right into the last part of this lesson where the students are going to be using an interactive to look at a letter. Scroll all the way down, and here the science letter of the day is letter V. So the students are going to be using the interactive probably as a whole group together. You can go ahead and click on interactive here, and it will bring up the interactive for you to share with your students. Now if you click on the letter V, it will show a picture. You can have a discussion with your students, and then you can click the reveal button. Now, students are going to be able to do this. You can talk about it, and then also in the back of their Twig science books on page 96, the students can trace the letters and they can write it together. Here's page 96. You can practice writing the letter V together.